Looks like you've fallen. I have just the thing to help you. The book, After the Fall, by Santat.
A book? Aren't you guys supposed to help me?
Yes. This book is about a famous character, Humpty Dumpty, and what happens to him after he takes his fall off the wall. Join us. Are you ready, partner?
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
You're good on everything? Let me adjust this. Okay, here we go. After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again by Santat. Here we go. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Oh, he dropped his binoculars.
What are those?
His binoculars.
Oh, binoculars?
He's bird watching up there. Wow.
Wow.
Kings County Hospital. Fortunately, all the King's men managed to put me back together. Do you remember that? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Can you say it?
Yeah. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall.
Humpty Dumpty had a great
fall.
All the King's horses, all the King's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. But they could put him back together. Fortunately, all the King's men met. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. What parts are those, do you think?
I think it's... Wait, you see...
Yeah, he's cracked. But what do you look at his face. What do you think that they couldn't fix with bandages? What's something that you can't see about a person sometimes, but they still have? Do you know?
The brain.
It's their brain and their...
Feelings.
Yeah. These bandages won't fix his feelings. Well, most of me. Look at all these pictures up here of his birds. Where is he sleeping?
He's sleeping on the wall.
On the floor. Is he up on his bed?
No.
Why do you think he's not sleeping up there?
Because he's scared. Because he's worried.
Why? Because he fell?
Yeah, he fell.
After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. Look at all of the fire. Which of these would you like? Let me ask you a question. Up here is Crunch Tiger and Rainbow Bites and Just Marshmallow, and down here is Twigs and Berries and Leaves. Would you like to have the ones from down here?
No!
Yeah. Would you like to have the ones from up here?
Well, yes.
They're all colorful. Yeah, look up there. Choco Duck versus Bland. It's all down here. It's all colorful.
Because he's scared of heights, he can't reach that or that.
No, he can't get up there. And he's not going to climb that ladder, is he?
No.
He's not going to go up in the ladder. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city. But I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. Have you ever fallen?
Yeah.
Did it make you scared to do that thing again? Yeah, I think it did for him. Let's see what happens. I eventually settled for watching the birds on the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. He loves the birds so much, but do you think he wanted to be watching from the ground?
No,
He liked to go up on that wall.
He liked to go up on that wall. And it's like me. I like to watch and listen out in nature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If something bad happened in nature, do you think you'd be afraid to go in nature?
I would still go in nature, but I'd be like, I need to overcome my fears.
Yeah.
Like.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches. But day after day, I kept trying and trying until I got it just right. You know what it means to persevere, to use perseverance? You know what it means to use perseverance? Can you say this with me? Try, 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 never give up. Woo!
Try, 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 never get up.
Until I got it just right. Look, you got it just right. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. he made this plane, and he's feeling better. This is the first time he seems like he's been feeling better since the fall. Unfortunately, accidents happened. What is that? What do you think he's feeling?
Oh, wait, did it go on the wall?
I don't know. What feeling word, if you saw this face, do you think something?
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, I'm scared.
Scared, surprised too. Look at his
Surprised,
eyes.
Like, oh my gosh, I'm scared.
Yeah. They always do. It says, unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. Oh, no. It's going to be way up. I almost walked away again. But then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. Whoa, he's got a goal. He's got some motivation to get up that wall. But the higher
be afraid.
Well, yeah, I think he's still afraid. I think he's doing it anyway. That's called courage. Say it.
Courage.
But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. So he is scared, but he's doing it anyway. That's courage.
Courage.
Yep.
Like I got
He's
courage.
determined.
I got courage right when I go to preschool. I was like, I'm so nervous, but I had my courage like this. I'm making friends.
Takes a lot of courage, doesn't it, to go
Yeah.
to school? For a lot of kids, going to school takes a lot of courage. Oh, look at his hands shaking. Oh, my gosh. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Let's read it again. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time, until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully, you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. Oh my
gosh.
And learned how to fly.
Oh my God.
Humpty Dumpty looked like a hawk. What?
Yo.
Hit it. There he goes. There's our author and illustrator. Wow. Look, if you notice, he's cracking. He's free. He was scared of the heights and the birds. That really scared him when he fell so bad. That scared him. We might even almost say that was like some trauma. He's afraid to even climb that short ladder to get the cereal he liked. And he is afraid
And see,
to sleep up on the top bunk.
look, those are all boards. I think he wants that little munchy cereal with
Fruit Hoops.
Fruit Hoops. What is?
Corn Blast, Pirate Crunch, Nut Crunch,
No.
Sugar Elf. I like this one up
Sugar
here. It's
Elf.
just called Sugar Frosted Sugar. Would you like that cereal?
Yeah. Just all sugar.
Great book, Dan Santat. Thank you so much.
It's good.
Life begins when you get back up. Say it with me one more time. Try. Never give up.
Woo!
I hope you enjoyed this reading of After the Fall by Dan Santat. You know, this book is really great because Humpty Dumpty took a really big fall. It was such a bad fall that really scared him and kept him from doing a lot of the things that he loved to do. Sometimes when something really, really scary happens that keeps us from wanting to do the things we used to love or the things we do love, we may call that thing traumatic. Humpty Dumpty may have been dealing with some trauma from his fall. But as you saw in the story, he was able to keep working, and using perseverance, he was able to move forward, like we're about to do on the bike. You ready to ride again?
Yeah, buddy. Mr. Manzo, please. They grow up so fast.